our predictions for the 2024 Canadian Grand Prix. Yes, it's Canada. It's championship back on week. It's all kinds of good vibes. And we are here, Thomas Bellingham, to give some measured, well thought out, non-delusional predictions this week, maybe.
Absolutely. Well, you say that. You've just told me that it might rain all weekend, so delusion will be strong.
Okay, let's get into Biggest Good Surprise then and start with me. What have I cooked up this week for Biggest Good Surprise? Charles Leclerc.
Wow, okay.
Charles Leclerc.
It's going to do even better than Monaco.
No,
I know it doesn't work like that. I'm just
This is
bantering
not
you.
how it works, Tommy. I've slammed my fist onto my chair arm. No, but it is Charles Leclerc. I'm ready. I actually, again, genuinely believe in my heart of hearts that Ferrari are going to be very good around Canada. We've seen murmurs. We've heard little rumours that Red Bull maybe aren't going to be that good around Canada. There are curbs. Kirby Canada is what it's not called, but we've now kind of titled it that, or at least I have. So I believe I'm championship back on week. That's what I told you.
You better not cash in a load more points. You didn't actually mention at the start of the show that it's now 25-21 thanks to your Charles Leclerc
I better not
masterclass.
cash in more points. You mean I better not no wheel?
Yeah, exactly. My biggest good surprise, and I can hear everyone now going, Tommy, do you want to catch up in these prediction standings? Because I've gone for Lance Stroll. Why not?
You're not getting 3 times points if this comes in, by the way. There's not like a 3 times Lance Stroll multiplier
Really?
on this.
Oh,
No.
okay. That's a shame.
Get them in.
I don't think I've ever predicted Lance Stroll to be biggest good surprise. Maybe I don't think anyone ever has. But Aston Martin have had a bit of a stinker, but Lance has outqualified Fernando recently, and then he's kind of messed up in the races and not really delivered it. So maybe that's the time to change. And then also when you said it was raining, I was like, oh, Lance Stroll might channel his once every 7 wet races where he's actually this myth that he's really good in the wet, but sometimes is.
Yeah, he's had like a few back in sort of 2018. And we've had many rainy races since then, and he's not turned up
nowhere.
hardly at all. But I like it. Okay, wow. Let's get a biggest flop. You're going to like hearing this one, Tommy. Now, of course, the streak has been broken, but I'm not counting it because it's Oscar Piastri Leclerc that finished second place. We all know that. So the streak is still alive. Oscar Piastri did not take part in the Monaco Grand Prix. My biggest flop is Yuki Tsunoda.
Get in the bin.
I've got a little bit of a,
okay.
So, Sergio Perez has been announced at Red Bull for the next 2 years. Yuki Tsunoda is going to drive like a man possessed, but in a bad way this weekend. I feel like it's going to be a case of, I should have had that seat. I'm going to win the Canadian Grand Prix. Overdrives. I don't actually think that, but it's just like a silly thought that I've had that maybe that's why Yuki won't do well. But hey, it's all based on vibes, and apologies in advance to Yuki Tsunoda.
Okay, biggest flop I've gone for Sergio Perez. I feel like it's going to go one of 2 ways. I don't think he's going to have a normal weekend. He's either going to be good and it would be like, yeah, he's justified his seat, or he has an absolute nightmare and there'll be so much pressure because the announcement has, I think, unsurprisingly been maybe unfairly criticised, but like I think it's a surprise for a lot of people because it's not like he's on a good run of form, is it?
Sorry, just to interject, I think we will do a little 5-minute chat on P1 Extra about this. So you better go subscribe to that YouTube channel, just so we can just discuss. We're gonna, because it's not like a full 20-minute juicy P1 thing, but go and subscribe to P1 Extra. We'll chuck a little why has Sergio Perez been signed for 2 years. Yeah, how about that plug?
It's going to go one of 2 ways, and my initial thought, especially backed it up even more when I heard that it was raining, was I can see Sergio having an absolute nightmare.
Pole position. Charles Leclerc.
Of course.
Charles Leclerc's getting pole position, but I do think it's going to be, especially if it's rainy, obviously, it's going to be all over the place. Max Verstappen, even if Red Bull are behind, not particularly quick over one lap, Max Verstappen will thrust that car right to the front. I also feel as though a Lando Norris shout is absolutely well and truly on, and I think I think you're going to say that. If I'm being completely honest with you, I feel like I'm predicting your predictions right now. But yeah, maybe Charles will get the better of it this time, but it promises to be an absolute banger if it is a lovely changeable condition qualifying session. God, we are teasing ourselves. Championship back on, changeable weather conditions. Who said Formula One's finished? I am rejuvenated.
Pole position, Max Verstappen. He is going to derail that Ferrari hype train.
You didn't even pause. There was no there was no dramatic.
No, he's basically, it's going to rain, and he'll just go, "No, I'm Max Verstappen," and he'll be on pole by half a second.
You are 4 points behind right now. If you get the exact time difference, I'll give you 5 points. Just say exactly how much he'll be on pole by. Go.
He's going to be on pole by 4.5 tenths.
There you go. You literally just did.
Okay.
Anyway.
4.5
all right,
tenths.
perfect. We're just throwing little spicy curveballs in. I love it. Let's go to our top 3 then. In third position, I am locking in Oscar Piastri. I think McLaren, I do genuinely think it'll be a very close fight. I'm not in a complete Monaco delusion that whoever's on pole is going to win the race. It's not going to be like that. Canada, from at least my recent memory, deserves a banger, but we haven't. I can't remember the last banger we've had at Canada, even though I love the track.
Oh, it's been ages, and I was literally thinking this the other day because F1 shared a clip from I think 2008 and 2007, and I was just looking at it going, my God, that was the era where Canada was absolutely amazing every year, and it was like the race you always looked forward to because you're like, this is going to be really, really good, and it always was.
It's almost like the cars have got bigger.
Yeah, exactly. It is another sad circuit, obviously not as extreme as Monaco, but another circuit that they've sort of outgrown a little bit, and straights aren't long enough, not really overtaking spots anymore and things like that. So hopefully, bit of rain, maybe. Come on, rain. P3, I've gone for Charles Leclerc. What a change of optimism that now P3 you're like, oh God, you're a Charles hater for picking him third. He's going to win by 40 minutes. Yeah, P3 Charles Leclerc. I do think he's going to continue that run. Obviously not been outside the top 4 all year. And I think he'll continue that.
A few podcasts ago where you were like, Charles going to break his streak. Now you're on the hype train, huh? Okay.
So yeah, gone for Charles.
All right, in second place, I am locking in Lando Norris. I believe it will be a charge, an almighty charge from McLaren this week, and Lando will finish P2. He's very good in the rain, and we've got rain.
He sure is. And I've gone for Lando Norris P2 as well.
Ooh, exciting.
When you said rain, I do think if it does rain, I could see Lando definitely challenging for pole position, another win. He is extremely good in the rain. We saw it in China and just generally throughout his whole career. Even when the McLaren was like a midfield car, he'd always be up there, wouldn't he, in the rain? He is very good there. So, yeah, P2 Lando. And
in first position, this might come as a surprise, I am wearing their team merch. It's Nico... No, it's not. It's not. P1... Charles Leclerc.
Can we just talk about how imagine though, you're now on this Charles Leclerc's the GOAT, he's going to win. Imagine
when was I not?
No, I know, but imagine the 1 year that you don't just blindly back him to win the World Championship at the start of the year. He actually goes and does it. Can you imagine?
No. I mean, look, I will take it.
Oh, you would take it,
I will happily be like, oh no, I was wrong in my predictions. But, yes, I have put Max Verstappen out of my top 3.
Another disaster class.
Maybe fourth. Just sitting fourth. Charles Leclerc gets to within 18 points. I then completely become insufferable. And P1 with Matt and Charles.
I've gone for P1, Max Verstappen, in the rain, if it does rain. If not, I still think he'll win in the dry. I think he'll return. And hey, look, I've missed this kind of Charles versus Max vibe. It feels like it's been too long since we've seen it. And
yes,
I'm
here
here
for it.
The
other way around. None of this Charles on pole and every week getting overtaken by Max in the race.
this season has been pleasantly surprising. I know Monaco's absolute snooze fest, but yeah, it has brought some optimism into the season. But I just feel like Max will return with a vengeance here.
Oh yeah, 97% of my brain says exactly the same thing, but 3% is what's actually making me talk right now. And look, I will happily let the Charles Leclerc pole position go. Starts P2, Lando's on pole, Charles then wins the race. Then my crazy prediction for the whole year is on for Charles Leclerc getting more wins than pole positions. So that there's a lot of things going on here, a lot of strategy going on. But yes, it's going to be fascinating. I'm so ready for it. One crazy prediction. I'm going for a red flag at some point during the weekend.
The weekend?
Yeah, Saturday or Sunday, not Friday.
I was going to say, you can't have a Friday red flag. They
But
do
a
that
Saturday
if someone drops a penny on the floor.
Oh yeah, I know. I was hoping you weren't going to jump on that, and I was just going to just very subtly just slide through with that prediction. I should have said red flag at some point during the weekend.
And then you'll be like, I saw someone at turn 3 waving a Ferrari flag. That's a point. My one crazy prediction is points for Haas, which I now regret because you're wearing the top and it always jinxes them.
Wearing their... Yes.
Yeah. Whether or not that is Kevin Magnussen straight lining turn 1 and wiping out half the field so Hulk gets points, I can neither confirm nor deny. But
yes.
However they do it, I'm going for Haas points.
Okay, let's go to our 3 crazy predictions from you wonderful lot. First and foremost, C-Flash Racing. Hamilton wins. Okay.
He's very good in Canada.
I mean,
he's very good in the rain.
But the car's a dustbin. And
yeah.
If you've actually seen, he was slandering that Mercedes in the
on Hot Ones
episode.
He was.
When have you? Well, the question was, when have you ever felt at most sort of like fighting and whatever it was, wrestling the car? And he's like, now. Right now. Yeah.
He doesn't care
didn't
anymore,
even hesitate. He's like, slander.
You see that video as well of him signing the Ferrari caps as Toto was walking by.
Oh, he was on a scooter, wasn't he?
Yeah.
James Reese 83 says, Verstappen in the Wall of Champions.
That's
Tommy doesn't like that one.
I saw F1 post like an Instagram post about the Wall of Champions, and it does seem like, and watch me jinx this now and clip this, because no one ever goes in there anymore. No, yeah. It is such a rare... The only person that's crashed in like the last 10 years, I think they showed, was K-Mag.
That should have been your one crazy prediction. Nobody goes in the Wall of Champions.
I know, but could
it's not really that
it was going to be,
it?
and then I was like, I can't even flag that one because it's such a like...
Because of that stat, yeah.
Yeah, it almost feels like, oh yeah, Canada, there'll be someone in the Wall of Champions, and it just there hasn't been for years and years and years.
It's definitely happening this weekend now after Tommy's saying that, so I look forward to seeing who that is.
Who will it be? Lance Stroll probably, because I'm predicting biggest good surprise.
But it does mean he'll be world champion one day, so that's a W for him. And finally, 8880 Liwa. 5 different teams in the top 5 on Sunday.
Take that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Wow. Don't see that happening, but I'm ready for it. It means it will be a juicy little rainstorm if that is the case. Okay, cool. Brilliant. Well, our predictions are locked in. Very delusional, but very fun. And hey, everyone was, oh, Matt going for Charlotte Monaco. Can't wait to see this one get clipped up. And how did it work out? Huh? How did it work out? And we will see you live on Twitch on Saturday and Sunday, as always. Of course, we'll have our Friday rundown podcast and everything else you're used to seeing from the P1 Famalam. Goodbye. You've got double jointed thumbs. I thought that's what you were about to show the
Oh, no,
video,
I'm not going to do that.
I was like, that's crazy. Don't do that, bro. No, God, why would you do that? Stop. God, it's going to be demonetized.